Hi, my name is Ken Asselson. I wrote the Microbiome prescription website. I am basically a statistician, software developer, engineer. I'm not a medical practitioner. However, I do know how to reasonably read clinical studies, etc. And I was even a high school science teacher and college science teacher for many years. So I have an interesting mixture of skills. So just last week, a couple of things happened on several different days with several different people. I ended up um, putting it all together and putting a post out called the Foolishness in Numeric Health Measures for the Microbiome. I took one site, and the same thing applies for almost all the sites, and basically said, okay, here's the problem, and what you're trying to do is give me a health measure, whatever that means for a person. Does that mean medical health? Does that mean financial health? Does that mean emotional health? It's the same type of problem. There are a ton of different factors into it, and to get a single number out of it is unlikely to be really meaningful and often will be nonsense or reflect a very strong bias you have for a particular thing. For example, if you are a Southerner American, probably you want to have high income and big families as a high priority. If you are a Finn, you probably want justice and equality and other things as a priority. So, global health issue or single measure is problematic. What we do have are actually two studies on it, and I had used data from the study before, but didn't use all of the data in it. I've since revised it, so I use all the data, and there's a follow-up study for 2023, which is also being incorporated. So, how do you find out what your state is? Okay, you go to your my profile, you click Health Analysis, which will then show you thing, and the very top is a general health predictor. These are not condition specific. This is general health, and based on something like 8,000 different samples with a variety of conditions, where they have people with conditions and control, people with conditions control with a wide variety of conditions. And what they did was they managed to extract what a healthy control is, which means that you have a good time. It's not perfect. They say basically 80% accuracy for predicting somebody being healthy or not healthy, which is which is actually pretty good. So I took the data and then I looked at the personal samples. In this case, it happened to be mine. And what we have is we have all of the things which were flagged based on the study up above, and I can just go in and I can click that and create a hand-picked taxa. And there we are. We have all of them on the values. You notice that a bunch of them come up with 111, and that was actually added in to deal with the case where none was reported. When you do a hand-picked bacteria, we fake one single cell out of a million into your data so that we can actually process it with the existing algorithms, which was the most efficient way of doing it. Now, if you want to find out how to fix your unhealthy one, and just those, you just do the good old-fashioned get suggestions. And you can go in and select whatever groups you want. And you just go and make a click. And now I will show you the 11 bacteria which you picked and how they are shifted. And down below you have the suggestion of what you should take. And I see things like inulin, futurosocom, HMOs, resistant starch, burdock root, lactose, through some artichoke, resveratrol, colostrum proteicum, bacillus subtilis, and over here you have things to avoid. But notice that the values to avoid are relatively low compared to the values of the high. So that being probably pretty good. Down here we have other things which are computed there. So we have mirarism, which comes up there, and we have a whole bunch of things there. So that's basically the long and the short of it. And if you want to go over and read the studies. The links are sitting there, so you can read the study, and you can read the other study here. So you can go through, read the study. The study does give the formulas in it, and the formulas in it are, well, let's say I am a trained mathematician. I look at that and say, okay, that's going to be fun to implement. Not hard, impossible, but fun. If you're not well-trained mathematician, you probably look at that and said, excuse me, that's not my skill set, which probably is not. So it's a bit of a fun analysis it did, but I've simplified the whole process down to just listing the ones you are too high or too low in, so you can directly approach those. If you are doing the just give me suggestions, then I suggest you do this afterwards. So this would be a fifth set of suggestions added to your aggregator suggestions. Okay, so that's basically it. Just making use of two very nice studies, which are the only things I've been able to find out like it out there. If you should find any more similar studies, which are not condition specific, but general like these are, please send them to me. I would love to incorporate more information. And you have a very easy to understand table, and you can work strictly off what is the unhealthy things, or you can work on the other mechanism available. Lots of choices, which is what I like to do. Give people the freedom to choose. Okay, that's it. Have fun.